What's up, fellas? Here for the Week 11 review. Obviously, this past week, there was some controversy in the fantasy world about whether or not Taysom Hill should be allowed to play at tight end. As probably many of you know, I signed Taysom Hill last Wednesday to my team, and I did play him at tight end because ESPN allowed me to. I picked up Taysom Hill in 2 leagues and played him at tight end in both leagues because the site allowed me to. I don't think I did anything wrong. If that's the position eligibility, I just used it to my advantage. Anybody could have picked him up, and I would have allowed them to play him at tight end because that's what the site we play on allowed. As you also may know, ESPN has decided he will no longer be eligible at tight end, at least for now. So if I decide to use him, I will have to play him at quarterback, and I am completely fine with that, and he will likely be playing quarterback for me this week. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the matchups here. Also want to make note that I believe our trade deadline is this Friday at 3 a.m., so pretty much Thanksgiving Day will be the last day anybody can make any trades. So instead of spending time with your family and your friends, eating turkey and sides and watching football, I expect all you guys to be wheeling and dealing. No, I'm kidding. We haven't had a huge trade, a lot of trades going on this season. I certainly don't expect it to happen on Thanksgiving. I'm not really sure why I have the trade deadline set for that particular day, but it is what it is. Looking at the matchups, I won my matchup versus Josh. This was 138 to 134. So I was able to barely squeeze this one out. It did come down to Monday night where I had the Rams defense get me 7. He had Chris Godwin get him 15. So he almost pulled it out. I know Godwin got his touchdown late, and the Rams defense got an interception late. So nice victory for myself. Looking at Josh's team, Wilson played okay, got 20. Derrick Henry, got a lot of yards and a touchdown in overtime. Other than that, he would have probably struggled. He did finish with 20. Godwin got the touchdown got 15. Corey Davis and Tyler Boyd both played decent, 13 and 14. Darren Waller played well this week, got a touchdown, got 18. Double digits out of his defense. Washington, we picked up off waivers to fill in, and kicker got him 10. So double digits out of everybody in his lineup except Gus Edwards, who had 0.6 and sucked, but will be the starter or likely starter for the Ravens this Thursday versus Pittsburgh. So, yes, he's going to get touches, but not really sure how effective he'll be against that good Pittsburgh defense. So, all in all, some solid performances out of majority of his guys. Nothing on his bench, guys with injuries and guys on bye week. Looking at my team, CEH got 2 touchdowns, 20 points. Nice day out of him. Edmonds found the end zone. Other than that, didn't do too much. Got me 13. Keenan Allen had 16 for 145 and a touchdown, 27 points. Great day out of him. Taysom Hill, tight end, got me 24, 233 passing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. Devontae Adams had 106 and a touchdown, 20 points. Kicker got me 10. Where my team struggled, Julio got hurt in the game. Got 2 for 39. He hurt his hamstring. He came back in later, made a crucial catch, and then came off again with the hamstring. So I don't really know what's going on there. Kirk played okay. Matt Ryan, like I said in the chat today, he's pretty much a bipolar quarterback. He's fucking up and down all the time. It's utterly ridiculous. That's probably a massive reason why my team is 4-7 on the season. Is his scoring is all over the board. He scored 32 one week. Now he's scoring 5. What the fuck? Who's that up and down? If you look at my bench, left a lot of points on the bench. Obviously, could have got a few more points at running back, and if I would have benched Julio or Kirk and moved Adams there, I could have got more points playing one of these running backs on my flex who got double digits, but nothing too concerning. Next matchup, we got Matt smacked up Dalton. It was 123 to 84. Matt had Patrick Mahomes with 22. Ridley played all right, got him 12. A.J. Brown had that nice touchdown with 14. Deontay Johnson had 12 for 111. He was crucial for me in DraftKings this week with 17. Michael Pittman with a touchdown. Browns defense with 20. Big play there. Younghoe Koo with 13. Continues to put up a lot of points for a kicker. Aaron Rodgers on the bench with 21, so he would have got fractional points more if he would have played Rodgers over Mahomes. Logan Thomas, a dud for him, 1.8. Ronald Jones sucked. Miles Sanders sucked. So, I mean, even though his running backs struggled in tight ends, struggled across the board, still was able to get the victory with the big performance came out of his defense. That's really what helped him get over the top there, in my opinion. Looking over here at Dalton's team, Joe Burrow got him 11. Obviously, Joe Burrow tore his ACL, his MCL. He'll be out for the season, so tough loss there. He will have to find another quarterback to man his team in the consolation bracket, as he is headed there along with myself. Kareem Hunt got a touchdown, but not much else. 9 points there. Will Fuller with 11. Lockett had a decent day, 17. Hunter Henry found the end zone, 13. And then everybody else just pretty much struggled for the most part on his team there. Fulgham with another dud, 1.3. That's tough there. Pollard and Perriman had touchdowns on the bench, but not much else going on there. AB had 8 for 57. I watched the first half of the game, and I thought he was going to have fucking like 15 catches. They kept throwing the ball so much, but I guess that slowed down. Next up, we got Jason over Garrett. Another ass whooping here. This was 146-94. Derek Carr with 22. Cooper Kupp, 11 for 145. Mike Williams got a touchdown in 15. Tyreek Hill, 11 for 102 and a touchdown, 22. Saints defense was 17. Boswell with 10. Just nobody in his lineup struggled this week. I mean, given the matchups and looking here, I mean, maybe you expect Balash to get a little more than 11 over the Jets. But, I mean, everybody had double digits for the most part except his tight end. But the way tight end's gone this year, I'll take 4 for 68 any day. Looking over here at Garrett's team, Brady struggled with 12. Kamara didn't do too well. They didn't really need him per se, but he did get a touchdown, got 11. Adam Thielen with a big day, really helped me in DraftKings, 8 for 123 and 2 touchdowns. Curtis Samuel had 8 for 70 and a touchdown, and just nothing else going on there. Obviously, he had DeAndre Swift out, so he threw in Peterson. Peterson didn't do shit. I was playing Garrett in another league where he had Swift, so I picked up Peterson so he couldn't use him. And I almost played Peterson over Ahmed and decided not to, so I made the right decision there. It wouldn't have made a difference in our matchup, but at least satisfied with the coaching per se. Next up, we have Dakota over Casey. This was 100-80. Cam Newton played all right, 19. Mike Evans got a touchdown, 13. Robert Woods had a big game as well, along with Cooper Kupp, 12 for 130 and a touchdown. Mike Thomas performed well, 9 for 104 with 15 points. No tight end played for Mr. Dakota this week, although he did have Dallas Goedert on the bench who had 16, so he would have won by even more. Apparently, he informed me that he fell asleep at 11 and forgot to put the tight end in, which I'm assuming potentially he picked up on Sunday morning. That is correct. It looks at noon. I see he dropped Austin Hooper, got Dallas Goedert, and then he woke up after 1 o'clock and screwed himself over. So, obviously, for these two teams, I don't think Casey will make the playoffs. I'm pretty sure Dakota is mathematically eliminated. So, wouldn't have made a huge difference, but it is what it is. Gio Bernard, struggled a little bit here. Jamison Crowder with 2.1, just the one catch. Tough day there. Dolphins defense has been killing it. Puts up -1 versus the fucking Broncos. That's tough to see that there. Looking over here at Casey's team, Lamar Jackson continues to struggle. Only had 16.5. Justin Jefferson, decent game, 3 for 86 and a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb probably had one of the catches of the year, put up 15. Ebron had a touchdown, 11. -1 out of his defense and out of his kicker. That's probably a rarity to get minus points out of both there. Nick Chubb did have 11. Todd Gurley sucks unless he finds the end zone. He only put up 3. Juju is, in my opinion, the number 3 receiver on that team behind Deontay Johnson and Chase Claypool. Only got 4 here. T. Higgins, might be tough to play him with Ryan Finley, or I want to say the other guy is like Brian Allen or something. That might be the quarterback for the Bengals, so we'll see how that works out for him there. Next matchup we have is another close one. This one was Derek had 120 and Michael had 126. So a 6-point victory there pretty much. Derek had Jared Goff put up 376 and 3 touchdowns, but also had 2 interceptions. Melvin Gordon found the end zone twice. Kenyon Drake found the end zone, got 14. Tim Patrick had 119 yards, got 14 points. Dalton Schultz found the end zone. LaMichael P. Ryan found the end zone. Steelers defense, 4 interceptions and only 3 points given up, 16 points there. So all good there. A lot of guys on bye week on his team. And then if we look at some of the struggles, Jarvis Landry, 2 for 23. Hunter Renfrow, 2 for 37. It's gonna be tough to win with that. I mean, if he could have just got, a few more points out of each of them, he could have potentially won here. Looking at Michael's team, Deshaun Watson, 31 points. Josh Jacobs had 13. Aaron Jones with 15. Amari Cooper with 11. Mark Andrews finally had a nice day. I also had him in DFS, so he had 18 there. Mike Davis found the end zone, 15. Ravens defense got him 0, but Justin Tucker came through, got him 10. So he did just enough to get the win there. No real duds in the lineup. Maybe you say Jacoby Myers with 5.5. I think Marvin Jones getting 7 is fine. 4 for 51. You can't expect him to do great all the time. I guess a tough matchup versus the Panthers there. Last matchup we have here is 2 of the top teams, Kenny and Garrett, number 2. This is 153 to 120. Looking at Kenny's team, Justin Herbert killed it, 28. He's really been solid this year. Dalvin Cook continues to be solid, 23. Did have 115 and a touchdown. James Conner doesn't find the end zone, but does put up 11. DJ Moore, no touchdown, 18. Brandon Cooks got 10.5. Chase Claypool found the end zone, 14. I mean, just everybody in this lineup double digits. I mean, that's a recipe for victory there. I'm not even going to cover all their other people, but Chargers, kicker, and defense with 11 each. Looking over here at Garrett number 2's team, Kyler Murray, 20 points. For Kyler, you probably consider that a little disappointing. Ezekiel Elliott finally had a decent day, 18. Damon Harris found the end zone, 12. Metcalf found the end zone, got 12. Kelsey with a big day with the 23. And not much else there. I mean, no real duds in the lineup, in my opinion. Obviously, you got to temper expectations on some players occasionally, and just depending on who they're playing and everything. I mean, maybe Nyheim Hines getting 7. I mean, maybe expect a little more because Packers' run defense isn't very good, but it is what it is. Obviously, we got trade deadline this week, Thanksgiving this week. So make sure you get your lineup set. We obviously have 3 games Thursday. Cowboys, Redskins, Lions, Texans, and Steelers, Ravens. So make sure you get those guys in your lineup if you want to play them. Obviously, be smart with how you set your lineup as well. Obviously, COVID's wreaking havoc on some teams. Defensive players that are key are missing. Offensive players that would normally start in people's lineups are going to be out. So just make sure you guys are following the news and getting the updates on whatever apps and social media platforms you guys are using to track that stuff. That's all I got for you guys. Obviously, I mentioned my DraftKings lineup. For those that play in DraftKings with me, I shared. I placed like 75th, I think, in a small tournament. It was 29,000 people. It's $3 buy-in, so nothing crazy. I think first place would have got $4,000. I ended up with 50. So I was pretty happy with that. Obviously, I would have liked to get more, but I think I had Adrian Peterson in the lineup and maybe one other guy who really struggled for me and didn't kill it. But I had Thielen, Herbert, some other big time studs. Let's see if I can pull it up on here. Jesus, never mind, man. I gotta get all my. Let's see. See if that'll work. There we go. So it looks like I got 73rd. I had 189 points there. Looks like I had Herbert, Chubb, Balaj, Keenan Allen, Deontay Johnson, Marvin Hall, Mark Andrews, Adam Thielen, and the Falcons defense. So two guys who didn't do well for me, Hall and the Falcons defense, and then Balaj and Chubb just had okay games, but everybody else killed it for me. Obviously, I was about 22 points away from first place, so it would have been really nice to turn $3 into 4,000. But it is what it is. I'm doing pretty well this year on playing daily fantasy. I'm up to almost $200 in my bankroll. So see you guys next time. Good luck.